My name is Keith Potter. I'm the executive director of a nonprofit called CERV, and I'm sitting here with my Ping Pal putter, a gift from my wife on our first anniversary. It's 29 years later, but I'm still looking forward to using this baby at our first annual charity fundraiser. Now, I have to tell you that as a director of a nonprofit, having a fundraiser like this looked a little bit daunting. I was afraid of all the detail and all the implications of what it might mean. Will it go well? Will it not go well? I was so thankful when Chuck Jilka came alongside with Pro Golf Fundraising. He's a great guy and they're a great organization. And they are helping us and they will help you pull off a great winning golf tournament. Let me just tell you a little bit about Pro Golf Fundraising and why I think it works so well. Number one, they offer what's called a golf-a-thon experience, which simply raises more money even with less people. It's a way of inviting your friends to participate even if they can't golf. It's like any other walk-a-thon or read-a-thon. As a golf-a-thon, you play as many holes as you can in the allotted amount of time, basically a 100-hole experience. You ask people to sponsor you for $1 a hole, which really ain't that bad. It adds up to $100 per sponsor, and then if you get 10 sponsors, you just made $1,000 for the organization. If you can get some people to sponsor you for $100 a hole, all the better. The next thing you know, you have raised a lot of money for the organization that you're passionate about. So I really support this golf-a-thon concept, and I'm so glad that I have people that are in it with me, even though they can't golf with me on the day of our tournament. At the same time, I do want to invite friends to golf with me. I'm like a player captain, so I'm building foursomes, and I want to invite all of them to come and play golf with me and to raise sponsors themselves. Now that's a big ask, so I want that process to go smoothly. I want to ask them to do something that's going to be cumbersome or painful. So again, Pro Golf Fundraising has made this so easy by creating a website that's so user-friendly. Basically what happens when you say yes to being a player, or when you say yes to being a player captain, you get access, you get logged in to the Pro Golf Fundraising website where they give you all the e-tools that you need to succeed. Now I know that on this camera you can't sit there with me and track with all the different drop downs and all the different things here, but let me just tell you what's right here on this website. First of all, sponsor letters, sponsor emails that you can send out to people that you want to be with you in this. By the way, you can personalize all of these letters. You can make it fit your organization. You can make it fit your language. Along with that, right there on that letter is a place for people to make a PayPal payment. So in other words, you don't have to chase them down if you don't want to, and they can make that payment while they have the good instinct to support you. On top of that, Pro Golf Fundraising sends out thank yous. They send out receipts, the kinds of things, again, that we can procrastinate on or that end up stopping us from even doing something like this. Along with that, you get a personal profile, which helps you to track your own progress as you raise sponsorships, as you raise support, as you invite other players. You can track with how it's all going right there on the website. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's easy to use, and I'm a little bit of a tech rube. This stuff scares me sometimes, but this is a good website and it is user friendly. I just want to tell you, if you're an organizational leader and you're daunted by the idea of doing this kind of fundraiser, not only does Pro Golf Fundraising have a great track record and really, really nice people involved, but they will let you and help you personalize all of your correspondences. They will send out weekly updates. Again, those updates have your signature. They have your language. You get a chance to write anything the way you want it to be, but they'll send out those updates. On top of that, they'll send out follow-up. And if any of this sounds tough, Chuck himself will provide for you a tutorial on any aspect of this. He can bring together all of your committee, your leaders, your team leaders. You can bring together all of your player captains if you want, so that he can provide a tutorial that gives all of your players, all of your team, all of your captains confidence in what they're doing. Hey, I'm not suggesting that it's easy to pull off a big event like this, but I am going to say this: it's easier if you work with Pro Golf Fundraising.